reminder, I am not going to Staten Island to meet men. I am going to judge them.
What? And campaigning for New York City Comptroller. Judge.
Watch the firemen!
I'm more into cops.
After the contest, I began to realize that Staten Island was like a quaint European country. The American music was 20 years behind, and you could smoke wherever you wanted. Songs later, it was time for this dancing queen to take a breather.
Hello. Can I bum a smoke?
Sure. Ever.
No way.
You gave that guy from Midtown a...
But you were tough. And what's with all those half points? 6.5, 8.5.
What can I say? Sometimes a girl needs a half.
Well, that was a long silence.
Just way too on the guy.
Are you?
How many cocktails did she have?
A couple? Why?
See the doctor today. Because ever since you've been gone...
I'm sorry, but it's true.
I got to thinking about fairy tales. What if Prince Charming had never showed up? Would Snow White have slept in that glass coffin forever, gotten a job, a health care package, and a baby from her local neighborhood sperm bank? I couldn't help but wonder, inside every confident, driven, single woman, is there a delicate, fragile princess just waiting to be saved for a white knight?
Oh my God. That's so cute. Cute, right?
Very cute. And let's not forget, I'm a professional.
I have to meet him.
The day after Charlotte met her knight, I met my credit card limit. With no man in sight, I decided to rescue my ankles from a life of boredom by purchasing too many pairs of Jimmy Choo shoes.
Hello.
Exactly.
What'd you buy?
Shoes.
Let me see. Come on, sit down and show me.
God, you are...
I know.
I'm not showing you a shoe.
Ooh, sexy. Hey.
You want one?
No, I had one Thursday. So, here's the thing.
No.
Don't answer now.
I just
Think
did.
about it. I'll drive by.
That Saturday, when I was unable to take Miranda to her laser surgery due to a looming...
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, poor me. 5.
Miranda was right. I was like a woman frozen on the ledge of a building on fire. I'd been so burned in my last relationship, I was afraid to leap off into the next one. Halston and did a spin on Jackie Kennedy, the early years. He's adept at fashion. He was adept at politics.
At the heart of this world city is a populace whose passion, love, and affair is symbiotic relationship between citizenry and city that I promise to cherish and protect. Thank you.
Was facing a day at the polls a bit earlier than she expected.
Last night, as we were walking home from dinner, Steve asked me to go steady.
Oh, how sweet.
Commitment.
Well, how many other guys are you dating?
That's not the point.
I find it interesting that a discussion about politics ultimately became a discussion about sex. And
What's the difference?
I'm not sure, actually.
I think little person is the proper way to refer to an adult under 5 feet.
large corporations to make them stop throwing away your tax dollars. I'm sleeping with him.
Good enough for me.
Come on, I'll introduce you.
You must be reading my clippings. I pay a lot of people a lot of money to say nice things about me.
Hey, if you win, maybe you can find the monologues.
Why?
Just because I don't eat at the restaurant doesn't mean I can't hear the specials.
Quick, no one's looking. Give me a sip of your drink.
Hey, Bill, this is my fat...
Who's that guy?
Oh, that's his campaign manager.
Fix me up.
How do you even know he's gay?
I've seen him rollerblading on 8th Avenue.
Oh.
That's enough.
Oh, actually, no. It's the bald guy with the great sense of humor.
I didn't think you noticed.
Huh. I once had to stop eating meat for 6 months.
So this is what it's come down to. Ready, set, pee.
Look, sometimes for the right guy, you have to make concessions.
50 grand just to buy myself some voter turnout. It's pretty hot, isn't it? Have some water.
Oh, me too.
You could close your eyes and I could dribble warm tea on you. That might feel good. Or, maybe, you might, what does that mean?
Well, they thought it was really funny and clever, but that it was a lot about sex. And they don't think it's such a good idea for me to be dating a sex columnist so close to the election. You know, they thought it was kind of seamy.
Wait a second. I may write about sex, but you like people to pee on you.
Yeah, but nobody knows about that.
I realized that politics had not only entered my bedroom, but my bathroom as well. And I decided then and there that my bravest political act would be to tell the truth. Of course, I didn't use his real name. It was much more political not to. Okay, I'm not gonna slit my wrists.
I know, I just thought you might want some company.
You know what? I think I want to be alone. That's nice.
And as she walked down the aisle, a saxophone played When a Man Loves a Woman. Well...
And there she was, Mrs. Big, all 5'10" of her. Hey! Hi, Natasha. Everything. Why did I care so much? What was it about Natasha that always made me feel like the charity case? Was it just that she had big, or was this bigger than big? I started to wonder, are there women in New York who are just there to make us feel bad about ourselves? Later that week, I had a religious experience at Manolo Blahnik. I need your honest opinion.
You can't afford them? Can I get you something?
Is your head. Now, about the shoes. Hold on. I need these for the Witta luncheon. Now, the heels are almost high enough to put me face to face with Natasha if Natasha wears flats. But why would she wear flats? Do you think they make the right statement?
Well, what statement do you want them to make?
I am beautiful and powerful, and I don't care that you're only 25 and married my ex.
I thought you didn't...
Name Ladies Who Luncheon.
I'm telling you, it was entrapment, false advertising, and blatant discrimination. You can't just randomly go down on one person and not on another. I paid good money expecting to be eaten out.
This is not the conversation. You know what? I believe you. Oh, Harry Bradshaw and Ms. Samantha Jones.
I can't believe that bitch is a no-show.
I also head up the committee to match mentors with underprivileged children. It would be wonderful if you'd be willing to...
Hi, Jenna.
Nice to meet you. Jenna went to college with Natasha. Go ahead, Jenna. Tell her what you told me.
Okay, well, Natasha lived in my dorm.
Game over. I had to accept... T-H-E-I-R. But I could feel good about this.
Hello?
Miranda, it's a good thing she got married. The woman's an idiot. We took it with the proverbial grain of salt.
Seriously, that's a woman?
That's the woman.
Look at that bulge.
No way.
See, when you're gay, everyone can wear everyone's underwear.
What inspired you to do this?
still couldn't find on my computer.
No! Oh, seriously! Stop!
There was something about him. He was sexy, charming. He's a bisexual.
Well, I could have told you that, sweetie.
Panicked. He's such a good kisser.
You know,
I couldn't get Samantha's words out of my head. Was Sean's generation onto something? Was sexual flipping the wave of the future? And if it was, could I play that game, or was I over the hill? If women...
So if there was this really good-looking guy...
Gotta sing.
I'm never gonna be a lotus flower.
And may I just say thank God?
A girly girl would want her boyfriend to move in.
Yeah, she also wears makeup to the gym.
And makes little hearts above her eyes.
Okay, so whose party is this?
Mark's.
Oh, Mark, ex-boyfriend Mark?
Is that a problem? It's his boyfriend's birthday.
It was definitely a first. I was attending a party of my sort of boyfriend's ex-boyfriend. And his...
Carrie.
Oh, whoops, it's a girl. I realized I had a choice. I could stand up and walk out and prove I was an old fart, or I could fall down the rabbit hole.
Where you going? What's your spin?
Just more cigarettes.
That was the last night I saw Sean. I realized they could do whatever they wanted, but deep down, I was too old to play this game. So I took my hot, old fart ass home. That's just me.
Talk about affirmative action.
The next morning, I had just settled down with a coffee cup full of fresh coffee and a coffee table full of fresh fashion magazines when...
Who is it?
Mr. Wright. Have you seen the New York Times style section?
You know I can't handle hard news before noon.
There's a beautiful man downtown selling beautiful furniture. We're going.
Stanford, I got a whole afternoon planned with Australian Vogue. I'm not just gonna drop everything to go downtown to see some cute guy.
He's straight.
I'll get my purse.
Oh. Really? Look at this place. It's nothing but baguettes and faggots.
You should get that creature a chew toy or something. That meant I kinda like you too.
Cool, I just got a couple questions.
I have a crush.
Yeah?
Yep.
Good. You haven't had a real crush in a while. Not since Big.
Big wasn't a crush, he was a crash.
Thinks he's gonna win $1 million.
Are you upset? I have an Altoid.
Carrie, I think you just...
No, I totally get it. I have a mint here. Here.
But I can't date a smoker.
Oh. So... Really?
It's a thing I have.
I couldn't believe what my crush was saying. I was crushed. Later that night, I couldn't help but wonder, when the hell did dating become so dumb-friendly?
Really, Carrie, we all hate it. We just put up with it because we love you. Now you have a reason to quit, so quit.
You know, I really don't appreciate being ganged up on.
Who's ganging up on you?
Smoking is a part of who I am. I will quit when I want to quit, and it won't be because some cute guy told me to. It's all total bullshit. What is wrong with cigarettes?
Nothing. They're fabulous.
Action to a repressed childhood or something?
Who cares? It's fuck.
Sorry. This really isn't fair. You know, he was just there.
Nice for me on the chair. Maybe I could negotiate. And it dawned on me just how much I was willing to give up for a cigarette. Well, maybe world's longest date. All I could think was 5 more minutes and I can dump this bozo and smoke the emergency cigarette hidden in my purse.
Would you like to see a dessert?
It was too bad we had to end, but that's the way it goes, I guess. We had some good times together, and I'm pretty sure we could have had more. But it's over. In the end, I really did it for me. I just hope he's worth it. People always say when one door closes, another one opens. I don't know what's going on. Clearly he's attracted. We're spending a lot of time together. He keeps asking me out, but he doesn't want to sleep with me.
Right. I had very little time left before the relationship window closed forever. So I wore my very little dress that left very little to the imagination.
Do you want to take this inside?
I better get home.
Why did I expect to sleep with him after only a week and a half? Refuse to settle and you're sexually active. It's inevitable that you'll rack up the diagnosis on my relationship. Would Aiden become friend or boyfriend? This is... Wow.
Well, I can't believe you've never been to the Blue Note before. Call yourself a New York.
And the truth was, I really didn't. The next day, I searched for unpaid bills, unanswered calls, unmet deadlines, but I hadn't so much as missed a teeth cleaning. My life appeared to be in order. But the next night, like clockwork, I realized I was in the throes of an existential crisis, one that not even the sight of this season's Dolce & Gabbana strappy sandals could lift me out of. And then I realized it. What was wrong was, for the first time in my life, I was in a relationship where absolutely nothing was wrong.
The bachelor friends of married men are this city's greatest.
Why are you still single?
No, don't do that. Don't be cute. I hate when guys act all cute. Well, no, I can't do that. It's so 70s.
Well, how long?
At which a couple can get too comfortable, and I think I reached it this morning. I'm living with skid marks, Guy.
Oh, no. Oh, terrible.
I don't get it. Why do men get skid marks? Is it laziness? Or are they just in a rush?
I don't know, but whatever it is, when things come too easy, we're suspect. Do they have to get complicated before we believe they're for real? We're raised to believe that the course of true love never runs smoothly. There always has to be obstacles in Act 2 before you can live happily ever after in Act 3. But what happens when the obstacles aren't there? Does that mean there's something missing? Do we need drama to make a relationship work? My anxiety-free relationship was driving me crazy.
I have two. Sorry.
That's all right. I'm adorable.
He's cooling his heels waiting for you than the other way around.
I guess.
Besides, if you hadn't been available tonight,
Even more so with a man. Well, I did expect to be
In a tad overdramatic, but I felt like I'd just seen the Phantom of the Opera. Yes, ditching Charlotte was slightly hysterical, but the idea of sitting across from Big and Natasha through the second act of Aida was too emotional to bear. Me, I'm really sorry.
what's wrong?
I saw Big tonight. The next morning, I waited until a decent hour to call Aiden at the store and...
You have no messages.
After 2 days of not hearing from Aiden... Really? Oh. You'll have to do everything I say. That I had made my stomach flip all on my own.
Oh, so you're everything but girl.
I like to think of it as kissing with extras.
How very ninth grade of you.
Do you know I read that if you don't have sex for a year, you can actually become re-virginized?
And I was...
And start again.
Who wants their virginity back? It was bad enough the first time. And P.S., it was on the ping pong table. So you just got on the wrong mailing list.
Fluid retention, insomnia, depression.
Man, she's good.
Well, I, for one.
Oh, it'll be nice to be done with the mind-numbing cramps.
Oh, no kidding. I've got mine right now, big time.
The Gap magazine launch party was starting in an hour, and my fabulous party dress was still at the cleaners. Oh! I was contemplating McQueen versus Gucci. All right, it's your last chance to attend a fabulous party with a fabulous girl.
It's a party on a boat?
Correction, fancy boat. And, P.S., the fabulous girl is rumored to be easy.
What's the party for?
This new magazine, Gab.
Have you read it?
Oh, hell no, I'm just going for the celebrity sightings.
Oh, and I'll be stuck on this boat with all these celebs.
And celebrity hangers-on.
Well, as tempting as it sounds, would it be okay if I stayed on dry land for the night?
Yeah, of course.
Will you still be easy later?
Is that a proposition?
Bon voyage.
Bye. Everything they promised and more. Regis Philbin, Madonna, and every fired edit. You, Charlotte, it's about time I met you. Oh, sweetie, that's great. You know what time this boat docks? I think it's another woman's love boat. Immediately just
Good idea.
present company excluded.
Me vagina.
I think the watch is a sign that he's in love with me, too.
Oh, he's not in love. He's in blue ball hell.
Sometimes you just know.
Every second of our lives controlled by fate, or is life just a series of random occurrences? If I wasn't prepared...
Translate. We're in this shitty place. We fight, and I'm working really long hours because I'm up.
I had no idea what else Big was gonna say. And I'm not sure what bugged me more, that I didn't know, or that I cared.
Hey, Carrie. I'm here.
It was the absolute worst timing. I'm like your roadie.
Oh, I don't have a road. I just have this booth. So at best, you're my booth bitch.
Yeah, I'm your booth bitch.
Meow.
I waxed your wood.
You wax it real good.
That's because I'm your booth bitch.
Hmm.
You like that one? Oh, yeah.
You watch the booth. I'm gonna go get us some coffee.
Whatever you say, I'm your booth bitch.
Oh, that's sexy. And I like it.
I didn't need to. I had often fantasized about running into my ex and his wife, but in those fantasies, I was running into them with a truck. I don't know how you...
Where's your sense of humor?
Where's your wife?
Dark. Fit. Have you got a smoke?
I quit.
Oh, we always used to share a cigarette together.
We did a lot of things that were bad for me together.
I have a secret to tell you. It's not working. I'm getting out. If you know anyone who's interested.
You should really keep that to yourself. No one is interested in that information.
Know nothing.
There should be some sort of city-funded breakup housing for those who find themselves in need.
Really?
Like a big orphanage filled with white beds where old boyfriends could think about what they did wrong and cry themselves to sleep in a clean, safe environment.
It's a pretty common belief that women tend to use the left, more emotional side of their brain, the heart. There's a battle between what we know and what we feel. So what do you do when you find yourself... And on an answering machine across town...
Rags.
Excuse me?
You could use a little work.
I know, but I can't afford it.
You got $8,000 worth of shoes over there.
I needed those.
Oh.
Carrie, wait. I haven't explained this very well. Now, wait a minute. Listen, the thing is, fuck, I miss you.
Too bad. E.B. White once said that no one should come to New York unless they are very lucky. I was. I had an amazing boyfriend who had all his hair, good friends to talk about him with. May I just say, wow.
What can I say?
%50 of marriages end in divorce.
See, there it is again, divorce. I'm sure you'll live happily ever after, but I gotta tell you, I wouldn't get married without one of these to protect myself.
See, I'm safe. I mean, what's he gonna take from me? Shoes? Wait a minute, maybe I do need one.
I'm here all week taking depositions and restaurant recommendations from hip and trendy New Yorkers.
You're hip and trendy.
George is from Chicago. So it was good, huh?
She wasn't the only one who needed a fix. That day, I did everything I could to keep busy until Aiden came back. I rearranged my sweaters, I defrosted my fridge. Since birth, modern women have been told we can do and be anything we want. Be an astronaut, the head of an internet company, a stay-at-home mom. There aren't any rules anymore. Why don't you ask the super to fix your window? Fanta diet will do for the appetite.
They're wasps. There's never food, only booze.
Fine, 1 martini, 6 olives.
She's marrying that guy.
And for about 1/10 of what she's worth.
Hey, I thought you were Ms. Pro-Marriage. Decide you want to see me and boom, I'm there.
Is this his dog?
Yes. Do you know what your problem is? You want it all. You want the girl you screw, me, and the girl you go home to, her.
That's bullshit. I just want you. I can't.
Where are you going? Wait, Carrie!
Pete! Pete! Oh, shit!
Carrie!
Pete! Excuse me. Pete! 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 3 hours later, I still hadn't found Pete, and I felt as lost as he was. I had a man who loved me, and a man who wanted to leave his wife for me. I should have been on top of the world, but I wasn't. I didn't feel like I had it all. I felt like nothing.
Yes?
You can't just keep changing the time around like this. I have a schedule, too.
Fine, I'm sorry. Well, that's good, though.
Do you hate me? Say you don't hate me.
I don't really like, and the yellow Post-its are for the gowns. I don't know if I...
She doesn't mean that the way it sounds. It's just... Later that night, I got to thinking about safe sex. Odd how only when our physical life is at risk do we follow certain... Wouldn't it be nice if there was a little pamphlet to... Hey, buddy. I didn't know what I was doing, but I was pretty sure I had just entered high-risk relationship behavior.
Carrie? Oh my God!
I really know about Natasha. Natasha is a woman who likes tea roses. For what? We're so over. We need a new word for over. Guilt of lying to Aiden was like a hangover I couldn't sleep off.
My friend was sleeping with somebody else for 3 weeks. I'd want to know about it. I'd want to have all the...
I cheated on a test in the 5th grade with 2 friends. They confessed, got grounded, and failed the class.
Are you next?
Oh, yeah. I'm headed for a storybook ending. The little curly-haired girl had an affair, lied to her boyfriend, and lived happily ever after.
You know, marriage doesn't guarantee a happy ending. Where to put it in? No! Honey, what if he's terrible?
What are you working on there?
The wedding gift?
This is for Charlotte and Trey? God, I was about to get them steak knives.
Make fun of this?
Lady and Charlotte will never forgive me. I just need to... Hey, what's that?
It's the wedding gift.
That love seat packs up nice.
Is it...
What about the wedding?
Just go without me.
Honestly? Okay. It's hard to find people who will love you no matter what. I was lucky enough to find 3 of them. New York City. Dreary, gray, miserable. Or was that just me? So, should we get more coffee or should we get 2 guns and kill ourselves? He just...
You go. I'm gonna stay and have another cup.
All right. Later that day, 3 single New Yorkers arrived in the City of Angels.
I so needed this vacation.
You and me both, sister.
Later that night, decked out in our New York Goes to LA finest, we were ready for a night on the town.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's go.
Oh, I don't sound like an asshole.
Oh, I did a couple times in a parking lot.
Why didn't you just get an automatic?
I love this car. It goes with my outfit.
It was my own personal belief that cars are to Los Angeles what handbags are to New York. After I left the meeting, I took a wrong turn and somehow found myself right back where I had started. Back in New York. Back wondering about Big. I had come to LA for a vacation, hoping to get away from Big and Aiden and most of all myself. But sitting on the fake set, all my old issues felt more real than ever. I couldn't help but wonder, no matter how far you travel or how much you run from it, can you ever really escape your past?
Ma'am? No smoking.
But I'm outside. And it's New York. Do. Well, if it rips during the night, that means he's capable of an erection and the problem is not physical.
This floor's non-smoking.
I have an addiction, sir.
A ring of...
You sure you want to be alone?
I am. As soon as I said it out loud, I knew that that was just what I wanted. And needed. And the next day, as I pulled up to the studio, I realized I was the one who held the key to my escape. I could drive in and have someone tell me the mistakes I'd made in my past, or I could drive on and figure them out myself. So that's what I did. I mean, if I could master a stick shift, could a successful relationship be that far behind?
You look.
Oh! I got mugged! She took everything I got!
It's called a Brazilian wax.
Why didn't you tell her to stop?
I tried! I feel like one of those freaking hairless dogs.
It's an aesthetic thing. Everyone goes bare out here.
Of course they do. LA men are too lazy to have to go searching for anything.
Yeah, you can't hide your... I'm gonna use my press pass and get into the after party.
I love LA.
You two should get out of the sun.
Hi, Carrie Bradshaw. I'm with the New York Star.
You on the list?
Happened in New York. I don't know you wouldn't. Anyone goes to the freaking movie. Buddy, cast off the red carpet and standing in my proper place on a grease-stained parking lot.
Talking in circles here. That's right, we're talking in circles. I understand. I heard you. Okay.
I had been trying to get into Link for a week.
But does a single guy like you need this much space?
Probably not. But come on, I mean, it looks good.
And so did he.
And instead of the fries, a side of fruit with no grapes. And...
That night, after hours of stress-free pool time, I realized something startling. I was actually starting to like LA. New Yorkers are trained to hate Los Angeles. This supposedly is a place where intellect is ridiculed time before the truth blew across Manhattan. When it comes to
5386.
Is that an address or a zip code? I miss Lorenzo Lamas's neighborhood. They just look so sad, staring up at me from that trunk.
They were waiting for some nice lady to adopt them.
I was almost eaten by dogs. The least you could have done was buy a...
Okay, could our lives get any weirder?
Nothing surprises me anymore. Apparently in LA, house sitters are somebodies and New York writers are prostitutes.
Oh, sweetie, you're at least a high-class escort.
Thank you.
Fuck Carrie Fisher.
Oh, now we're angry again?
Oh, yeah.
Well, frankly, I blame the wax.
That's it.
to Trey. And as for me, I couldn't wait.
You can't smoke in here.
Oh, relax. We're going.
Because inside, it was all real. I I was starting to feel like myself again. And the rest of me would grow back, eventually. On the way home from lunch, I decided to brave the afternoon heat to see if my favorite shoe repair guy could do it.
To love that even her accessories had superpowers. Oh, man. What's wrong with them?
Well, see, to them, you are Wonder Woman.
All right, stop. I'll buy some.
All right.
I never did get my shoes fixed, but the following week, I did get a new pair of boots. Times Square bar that specialized in real drinks and virtual reality.
I can't believe this place. It's like 10. You gotta be kidding.
What? This is fun. It's cheaper than taking cabs. Besides, all the kids got them. You want to try it?
It's too hot to scoot.
Maybe we go to my place. Got a terrace, got a great view, and the breeze up there is even better.
I'm not the kind of girl who scoots to a guy's terrace on the first date. No.
That's great.
Thank you. I'm scooting in heels. Neato.
Possible that mild-mannered power lad could afford a classic 6 on the Upper East Side with a terrace and a view of the park.
Where is she? Where's that little brat mitzvah beast?
Jenny! So, ladies, is everything fabulous?
It is now. I didn't know you were here.
And I didn't know you knew Carrie Bradshaw. You are fucking fabulous. Your column about secret sex, hello, my life.
Were Jenny Breyer and her friends dressed like 30-something-year-old women? Or were we trying to look like teenagers? One of us was sending over Dom Perignon while another was tooling around New York on a scooter. When you're a teenager, all you want to do is buy beer. But once you hit 30, all you want to do is get carded. I wondered, in today's youth-obsessed culture, are the women of my generation growing into mature, responsible adults? Or are we 34 going on 13?
More lemonade, Carrie?
Yes, please, Mrs. Adams.
And how about some nice homemade Toll House cookies?
Yes, please, Mrs. Adams.
On closer and...
Oh, and Carrie, can you stay for dinner?
Uh-huh. Well, albums. Oh my God, Styx! I love Styx. I had this album.
Yeah, I love Renegade. Hated Babe.
I hadn't smoked pot out of a homemade bong since my 8th grade boyfriend made one out of tinfoil, a Bic pen, and a 2-liter bottle of his mother's lemony Pepsi Light. I didn't even know if I'd remember how. Turns out it was like riding a bike. A 10-speed.
Oh, wow.
Back...
Your father and I told you if you ever brought marijuana into this house again...
Carrie brought it.
I couldn't believe it. Power Lad would never have ratted me out like that.
Is that true, Carrie? Did you bring marijuana into this house?
There comes a time in everyone's life when you have to take responsibility for yourself. A time when I, like Jenny Breyer, had to stand up and say to the world, today, I am a woman.
Yes, Mrs. Adams. I brought the marijuana into the house. And I'm taking it with me when I go.
Hot child in the city.
And it's just not getting big and hard.
What is this, Dirty Mad Libs?
I love him and he's trying.
See, well, I once met this fellow on the Hampton Jitney. Of course, it turned out that he... The only thing I had learned that night at the Learning Annex was that maybe I should have stayed home.
Can I smoke in here? Is that all right?
No. Sad and petty. I'm staying way out of this one. Wait. Thing in 8 years?
Apparently not.
He's alive and he asked me out. I'm a little
That's the basis for a healthy relationship. What about these? What do these say? Read my lips. I want to be...
Jim hadn't gotten older or wiser. Once dumped, he would...
Okay, say it.
I told you so.
What an asshole!
I told you so.
I had let 300 desperate women and one asshole convince me that I didn't know anything. But they were wrong. I was older and wiser. So I decided to keep my second date with the Learning Annex.
of Houston Street, I quite literally lost my direction.
Oh, excuse me, sir. I know this sounds ridiculous, but can you tell me which way is West Broadway?
Give me your bag.
What?
Your bag.
It's a baguette.
Let me have it.
I couldn't believe it. 15 years in New York, and just when the city was getting safe, I was getting mugged.
Is this for real?
You're watching your ring. Quick.
Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry.
And your Manolo Blahniks.
What? No.
Give me your fucking Blahniks.
These guys weren't just after money anymore. They were after fashion.
Please, sir, they're my favorite pair. I got them half price at a sample sale.
Thanks.
Oh, somebody stop him. He took my strappy sandals. Oh, please,
If the guy's a loser, I'll tell him to stop having his friends call me and we'll go for dinner. If not, who knows? His friend.
Later that week, my knee still hurting from my karmic trip down the stairs, not wanting to come back in my next life as a dung beetle, I asked Samantha's assistant to pump Natasha's assistant to find out where she was having lunch. And somewhere out there, Big was alone again. The universe may not always play fair, but at least it's got a hell of a sense of humor. What?
She said every night, the same thing.
That's a tad bitchy for a takeout lady.
Do you think I'm in a rut?
A food rut?
I'm sitting home with my cat, ordering the same thing almost every night. The only thing that can make it...
Their dogs?
Yeah, here's their dog conversation. How's your dog? Good. How's your...
All right. How do I look?
It's good. Great.
Popped into my head. What if everything isn't the man's fault? If it still isn't working and the exes seem to be moving on and we don't, perhaps the problem isn't the last boyfriend.
You have no messages.
This is the Eastside Animal Shelter. Please leave a message.
Hello, you.
Hello, you.
Hey, it's me. I'm just wondering how it all went. Call me when you get home.
Oh my God. I'm obsessing again, aren't I?
A little bit.
Here she comes.
What do you want?
I want you to give me a twirl and a twirl.
I need to see you spin first, sister. Is that good enough?
Give me the shake, yeah. Give me the shake.
Something like that.
Oh my, look at the waist, honey.